All right, so it is Sunday, 8:25. I'll bring up the calendar here so you guys can kind of see it. 8:25. So I'm gonna be doing the analysis for this week, um, seeing where I want to be a buyer, where I want to be a seller. So I have the Euro USD chart on. I'm on the 4 hour. You can see that we had a buy trigger right here on the Fisher transformer, and you can see um, right at this level, you can see that we have the negative 26, a negative 61.8, and the bottom of that trend line. So that was a really good move. Obviously, we couldn't get into it because it's Sunday afternoon, so didn't get into it. But let's see what we can do this week. So right now, it's right here at the top of this trend line in this Fibonacci. Now, it could, the bears could take it down here, and then kind of make its way back down. Or if it breaks, it can come back, retest this, and it can make its way back up to here. So two good possible trades. If it breaks, look for that retest, making sure that it makes lower highs and get into a buy. Or if you're seeing some strong movement down, you can look for maybe some support off of a retracement, or maybe if you want to do a spread down, you can do that. I think this chart has some potential. I'm just going to kind of wait and see what it does. Next, we'll move on to the Aussie USD. So the Aussie USD kind of making some, if you look at it, some consolidation right here. Doesn't kind of know where it wants to go. Now, it's kind of on the lower end of this trend line. Now, totally can come down, break, and make its way down to this level, which is, very feasible for this week. Or maybe going into next week. Now, if it makes its way back up, you can see how we have some targets to the upside to try to make it up to the top of this channel. So just be careful because there's two channels that I've drawn, and they're subjective. So it could hit this one, or it can pass and hit that one. So just making sure that you have nice change control at those areas, and making the appropriate buy or sell, and making sure that you take profits early. All right, so let me move on to the next one. So the next one is the pound dollar, and you can see that it's actually making its way nice right up to this trend line, 50% retracement, and not too much on the Fisher transformer, kind of just like in the middle a little bit. Now, if it was up here, that might be a nice selling opportunity for the week, or for a day, depending. So yeah, if it breaks above, kind of the same thing. If it breaks above, I might be making it up to this region and maybe having a nice little short sell at that level. We'll move on. So we'll go on to the Euro GDP, and I actually made a nice trade last week. So I saw that price was about right here. I put in a take profit, not a take profit, a working order for this to be a buyer in this region, and you can see I got filled like right in here, and you can see I had a nice little bullish move right there. So it kind of, that trend line and that Fibonacci level held very nicely. Now for this chart, if it makes its way back up to here, you might be more of a buyer trying to make it up to the top of that trend line for the next couple weeks. However, if it kind of comes back and keeps on retesting, it might break through, retest, and come back down. So just for this chart, I'm just gonna be kind of watching it each day, just kind of glancing. Okay, what is it doing? What is it telling me? What am I gonna react to? All right, and let's see here. I think we have a few more charts here, or a couple more charts. So we'll move on to the dollar yen, and you can see how it has made a pretty big bearish move right here. You have a little bit of support right here. However, on the charts that I have, this whole section, I know it's kind of a big section, is a nice buy zone. So if price makes it down here, I might try to get it around like this level or down here on the Nadex strikes for the end of the week to kind of make its way back up. Or if it doesn't happen this week, I might do it next week. So some nice bullish support right in this area, and you can see how it has like some negative 61.8 retracement levels, so some nice completions if it does complete. Alright, so we'll move on to the last chart, which is the pound yen. Pound yen, I missed this trade on this demand zone, so I wish I would have been like a buyer right here because it's kind of making its way back up. However, you can see the trend line right here, the short at 1, 2, almost 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it going to hold again, or is it going to break down and maybe try to retest again? Or is it going to hold and make its way back up here to sell around that region? So, two possible trades, obviously. Just wait for, price to do what it's going to do and then react off of these levels that you have plotted on your chart. And then also always remember to make sure there's change control, making sure that price isn't going to come and then just break through. You can see how it's kind of slowing down, making higher lows, and wanting to change its direction. But that is my analysis for the week. And then we'll go back to that the euro chart. I think there's several good possibilities this week to make some good trades. Just be patient and try to be consistent on the trade and don't rush into any trades. So thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. And as always, build knowledge and build wealth.